Have you ever wondered if pity can truly blossom into love? Today, we're diving into a story that explores this very question. A tale of kindness, regret, and a love that arrived just a moment too late. This is the story of Ahmed and Fatima. Ahmed was a kind man, though not always a wise one. After his father's passing, a distant relative's daughter, Fatima, would often visit to help his mother. She was a quiet, humble, and deeply religious soul. Her presence was a gentle hum in the background of their lives, a soft comfort to Ahmed's grieving mother. Then, tragedy struck again. Fatima's own father passed away, leaving her utterly alone in the world. Seeing her solitude, Ahmed's mother made a heartfelt plea. "Son," she said softly, "why don't you marry Fatima? She has no one. Be her protector, her family." Ahmed wrestled with the suggestion. He didn't love Fatima. What he felt was a profound sense of pity for her plight. He saw life adrift, and his compassionate nature urged him to provide an anchor. It was from this well of pity, not a spring of love, that he made his decision. He agreed to the marriage. For Fatima, the proposal was a miracle she never dared to dream of. A man like Ahmed, kind and respected, choosing her. It was an overwhelming tide of gratitude, yet, beneath that gratitude, a seed of fear was planted. She knew, with a woman's intuition, a truth that would haunt their union. Pity can be a foundation for a house, but it can never be the home of love. She hoped, she prayed, but she feared the emptiness of a heart that wasn't truly hers. And so, their life together began. Fatima poured every ounce of her being into being the perfect wife. She served Ahmed with a devotion that was both beautiful and heartbreaking. Her days were spent filling his home with the aroma of his favorite foods and the warmth of her care. She prayed for his happiness, for his success, for his heart to one day turn towards her. But Ahmed remained a ghost in his own home. His heart was a locked room, and the key had been lost long ago with a past love he couldn't forget. He moved through his days with a polite distance, his thoughts 1,000 miles away. He shared a roof with Fatima, but not his life. He saw her efforts, but he didn't truly see her. Fatima never uttered a word of complaint. Her pain was a silent companion. Every night, as Ahmed slept beside her, a stranger in their shared bed, she would whisper the same prayer into the darkness. "O Allah, if I am not destined for his heart, then please, just give me the patience to bear it." Her love was a constant, steady flame, pure and selfless. But Ahmed's heart remained blind to its light. Days bled into months, and the seasons changed outside their window. But the climate inside their home remained cold and still. Fatima's quiet devotion never wavered, a testament to the strength of her character and the depth of her unrequited love. She continued to hope, a flicker in the vast emptiness of his emotional absence. Then, one day, the stillness was shattered. Ahmed fell gravely ill. A fever raged through him, leaving him weak and delirious. She refused to sleep, staying by his side night after night. She was a constant presence, spooning medicine and broth between his lips, wiping the sweat from his brow with a cool cloth, her soft prayers a constant murmur in the quiet room. Her exhaustion was immense, but her resolve was unbreakable. When the fever finally broke and Ahmed began to recover, the doctor came to check on him. He looked at Ahmed, then at the weary but relieved Fatima, and said words that would change everything. "You are a very lucky man," the doctor stated plainly. "If your wife hadn't stayed up all night, every night, watching over you, you wouldn't be alive today." Those words struck Ahmed like lightning. For the first time, he saw the depth of her sacrifice. He saw the dark circles under her eyes, the paleness of her skin, the sheer force of will that had kept her going. In that single clarifying moment, something inside him shattered the walls around his heart, the blindness in his soul. And in the ruble, something new and fragile began to grow. He looked at Fatima, truly looked at her, for the first time since their wedding day. He didn't see a burden of pity. He didn't see a quiet helper or a convenient wife. He saw a blessing. He saw the woman who had saved his life. The woman who had given him everything, her love, her devotion, her very health, while he had given her absolutely nothing in return. The weight of his neglect crashed down on him, a heavy, suffocating guilt. A profound change came over Ahmed. He was a man awakened. The polite distance was replaced by a desperate need to connect. He started bringing her flowers, small, vibrant bouquets that seemed to pale in comparison to her own quiet beauty. He began to talk to her, not about household matters, but about his day, his thoughts, his dreams. He learned the sound of her laughter and made it his daily mission to hear it. He was trying to build a bridge over the chasm of his own making, laying each plank with gentle words and thoughtful actions. But as his love began to bloom, hers was starting to fade. The light in Fatima's eyes, once so bright with hope, had grown dim. The years of silent heartache and the recent ordeal of nursing him back to health had taken a toll that love alone could not erase. Her body was weak, and her heart was tired. One evening, as they sat together watching the sunset paint the sky, she leaned her head against his shoulder. Her voice was a faint whisper, like the rustling of dry leaves. "Ahmed," she began, "your love, it finally reached me. I feel it." A small, sad smile touched her lips. "But I think it's too late now." Tears instantly welled in Ahmed's eyes, hot and sharp. "No, Fatima, please don't say that," he pleaded, his voice thick with a panic he'd never known. "Don't say it's too late. I've only just started to live, to really live with you." But fate, it seemed, had already written the final line of their story. The time for new beginnings had passed. Soon after, with her head resting in his lap, Fatima's eyes closed for the last time, leaving Ahmed alone in a world that finally felt full, only to be emptied once more. For the rest of his days, Ahmed was a frequent visitor to her grave. He would sit for hours, the cold earth soaking up his endless tears as he whispered the same words over and over again, a mantra of regret. "I loved you, I did love you." But, too late, he lived the remainder of his life with the aching, inescapable truth their story had taught him, that pity can never build a foundation for love, but true love can, indeed, grow from kindness. If only the heart awakens in time. This story serves as a powerful reminder to cherish the love we are given and to open our hearts before it is too late. Thank you for joining us on this emotional journey today. If this story moved you, please give this video a like. And don't forget to subscribe Stories We Don't Tell for more content that makes you think and feel. We'll see you in the next one.